Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We are about to hop into our game with Lemuria again. It is turn 31, and we are continuing our war with Midgard. Our very feudal, frustrating attrition war with Midgard. So, this first turn, fall in year 2, we have a magic site. We found an enchanted gate, so that's an astral 1 site. We found a Queen's Galley. This I had to look up. This is a Death 3 site. We'll check that out in a minute. We found a quicksand and earth 1 site. So this is a Death 3 site. This is very rare. I've never seen it in a game before. But yeah, it's really good. Then we had some battles. This was us taking the ocean back from Midgard, and I don't think anyone's here. Yeah, just 1 PD. And then we have a battle here. Okay, a lot of mages. These guys are gonna die. So hopefully we can take some dudes with us, but I'm not sure. I was hoping it was a small force of Vans, and we have a large force of Vans plus a lot of mages, so not really what I was looking for. And we're spamming apostasy. Let's see if we get any of them. Nope, we retreat though, so that was really nice. It looks like we did not die. Oh. Well, in the battle we retreat, but in the real thing, we all died. So, that's unfortunate. This guy is alive. So, here, we'll finish the thing, then I'll show you my moves. We have an event of famine struck. We don't really care. There was an assassination attempt. What the hell is going on with the ghosts attacking me? This is ridiculous. Getting just murdered by ghosts. Unholy command, get him! Nope, you retreated. Awesome. Evocation rituals are cheaper this month. There's nothing I can really do with that. A blood mage attacked them. Oh, how about this? This is a really cool event. I've gotten it in a few games, but you can get a really cool late game summon if you get a blood mage here in time. If not, you get attacked, and that's what happened here. This was they did not. This is a story event, so it's a series of events, and you can see they did not stop the warlock in time, and so then the warlock attacked them with a devil and a bunch of imps. You can actually get attacked by a demon lord, which is a blood 9 summon. Belial will attack you potentially. But here, they just got attacked by some imps and some devils, which will not do that much. Okay, actually they're doing something here. Okay, and they retreat. That was okay, though. They got, Oh, they killed a Van Jarl? That's really nice. And a Galderman. Wow. That's really helpful for me. Some Einhair, some Skin Shifters. Very good. Okay, one of my dudes who died is right here, and we're going to be sending him in. So, I pinged this, I saw what's inside, I said, this, I have enough troops, this army, we'll look at it again, is not that big. It's big enough where there's enough stuff where I'm going to get a lot of money if I kill, I'm going to do a lot of economic damage if I kill it. But this totally looks like the kind of thing I can get in there and kill. So what we're going to do is we're going to send everybody in. We're going to send in some Shadow Blasters, which is basically what this guy's going to do, even though I don't have him set up for enough Shadow Blast scripts. Oh, no, this will be enough. This will cast it twice. 2 gems on the first one and 1 gem on the second. And this will be the same thing. 2 gems on the first one, 1 gem on the second, and then they run into attack. I don't think I have Evocation... Oh, I could do Wind of Death. I think I'm not doing Wind of Death, but I definitely should have. She can cast it. I should have cast that. That would have made a big difference, I think. I'm not Wind of Death. Wailing Winds, I'm sorry. So we're bringing her in. We're bringing these 2 guys in who are basically going to be doing a bunch of Shadow Blast. As you notice, I put a bunch of Shadow Blast on the first script, and that's because a lot of his guys are on hold and attack. And this first one will hit them while they're not moving, so hopefully they're a little easier target. And then after that, they're going to do a protection of the Shadelands, power of the Shadelands. This is my Holy 4. And then a bunch more Shadow Blasts, and then we're going to run more troops in. Looking back on it, I don't think all these scripts are optimal. Like, I think basically I'm going to get all my shit. It's going to just run into the middle, which I don't want. I really should have put flankers on and things like that, but you live, you learn. Hopefully, but this is still a lot of troops. This is, I'm bringing like 500 guys easily. And then he only has like 50, 70. So hopefully that will work. Yeah. So that's basically what we're doing this turn. We're going to be launching a big attack here. Not going to be attacking here yet. We're preaching this fort up, we're preaching this fort up, and we're preaching this fort up. And yeah, we're basically doing another big attack, trying to make this war, trying to make this expensive for Midgard, so he will give us our island back. The other thing, too, is he's been so obstinate about giving what he took, even though it was obviously a really bad idea for him to start this. I'm definitely going to take whatever advantage I can get. Like, if he says, oh, we'll just make peace, like if Lemuria ever beats me, well, if I actually ever beat him, then I'm not going to make peace. I mean, I'm going to take whatever I can get. But if we settle it during peacetime, then yeah, we'll call it and both be ahead. So this was the lady searching here, and she found this awesome Death 3 site, so she's going to move up here and search the Devil's Pond. And then aside from that, that's really it. This is the big event for the turn. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and see how that goes next turn. Let's check messages now. Okay, I'm not sending anything out. So next turn is turn 32. We got 9 death gems from Utgard. Okay, I think must have been the turn before. When I killed Man's Pretender, I said, hey, I killed Man's Pretender for you, who was hiding in Man's Cap, who Utgard was sieging. You know, what you gonna pay me for that? And I didn't expect him to pay me anything, but he paid me 9 death gems. Wait, whoops. A message from Midgard. You also killed my gladiator, but I'll reward you for hastening man's downfall. Put the gems to good use against Midgard. We'll be joining the fight very soon. And then a message from Ryla. As you noted, Caelum is having second thoughts. I'm reluctant to engage without Caelum involved, so I need to figure out what he's thinking. So I'm going to have to do some diplomacy, which I did do behind the scenes to talk with Caelum. And I'll tell you about... Well, I'll talk about it right now. So Midgard is telling Caelum that if Caelum attacks him, then he's going to forget about me, and he's just going to pour his troops all into Caelum's territory. And so I have to convince Caelum that there's no way he's going to do that. Caelum has not a bunch of, like, lowly palisades. He has fully upgraded, like, level 4 castles, which have 1,000 wall defense. Midgard would have to sit on it all day just to take one, and, like, almost a year. And he's not going to do that. So those are hollow threats. Anything he takes, like, short-term, like he raids you, which Caelum has a lot of infrastructure up. He's not very vulnerable to raiding. You know, Caelum can take back quickly. Midgard's already stretched thin trying to defend what he has. So it's a really hollow threat to Caelum. And basically I said, you know, like, if we're going to take down a large nation like Midgard, we have to band together and do it. And now's the time. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Now a message from Midgard. Ah, too bad. I'm quite fine with these trades so far. They cost me about the same I gain each turn. Also in the process, I'm doing good damage against you, keeping you irrelevant. Our war has also kept you from going into the sea, which would have just ended the game for all of us land nations. It's interesting that you keep fighting because a potential future game, while potentially throwing away the potential to win in the present game. I don't know exactly what he means, but anyway, I am quite enjoying our little battles. However, I must say that I'm getting quite annoyed by that Itimu unit. You got so lucky with that heroic trait. Without him, you would have caused maybe 50% of the damage that you did now. Yeah, I don't think it's 50%, but he's definitely awesome. We found a magic site. We got an enchanted tower. I think this is an Astral 1. No, it can't be. I think it's an Earth 1. And we have our battle. Let's watch it. So it looks like I outnumber him. The problem is, as you can see, my guys are all converging on the middle. And I'm not super excited about that. Where the hell did that... Holy shit, look at that Shadow Blast. That's like the biggest miss I've ever seen. Like, look at that, it hit way over here. Okay, we hit one unit with that Shadow Blast. Not exactly worth it. Thinking Sleep Clouds would probably be a little better here. Okay, those were somewhat effective, hitting the skin dudes. Okay, Shadow Blasts are doing some damage. Okay, we've caused some routes, but they've caused a lot of our dudes to route. So that's unfortunate. I think what happened here, I think we lost our Pretender. Yeah, and we can go in. I've seen the battle before, so I know that he had a flying unit jump in and sniper. Meanwhile, we lost 570 units, and we only caused just meager losses to him. 20 skin shifters, so that's about 500 gold, and then some Einhairs, which is like 200 gold. Is that right? Yeah. And then, yeah, so that was almost nothing. That was a really bad fight for me. Really bad fight for me. I think if I had Wind of Death, I mean, what do you call it? Wailing Winds, that would have been way different. Like, I would have won that battle. So that was really my mistake. And then the Shadow Blasts really are not working very well. They work well a lot of times, but they're just not working here. I think he doesn't have a high enough density of units, and his units are a bit too tanky and have too high a magic resistance for this to be a good spell. And it cost me kind of a lot of death gems too, so we may be shifting off that. And I've got some other tricks in mind for him, but he seems to be happy with this. I don't think he understands he's in a long-term losing war here. I will kind of need some help from these guys. I don't know if it... I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully these guys help. So far it's a lot of talking, but at least they're not attacking me. That's always nice. Okay, what next? So we lost the battle here. We're basically going to be sending all these people back. I have talked Caelum into attacking, so he's going to. I've talked Ryla into attacking, so he's going to. I'm going to let them have the Southern Theater, right? I may raid a couple times, like I'm going to raid right here with these dudes. But basically, I'm going to focus my entire effort now on this northern island. And I'm going to keep a lot of troops down here and maybe do a few things so he's worried about me attacking him, because I don't want him to... A, I want to distract him while Ryla and Caelum are attacking him. And B, I don't want him to, like, refocus his attention up to the northern island, or to this island. So, we're site searching here. Let me just show you this raiding party I have coming in. So I'm thinking there are probably vans here. And if there are, we're going to try an apostasy spam. And I kind of need to get this guy killed because he's got a lot of afflictions. And the only way for immortals to get rid of afflictions now is to die. So he's going to be doing skeletal body and then attacking. We're going to be doing... He's basically going to be buffing up and then attacking. And this guy's going to be doing the same, but then they're going to be doing apostasy spam. Actually, I don't have his script totally right. He should be, like, basically having a similar script to this dude. But whatever. We'll see how it goes. Anything else? No, I think that's it for this turn. We've got another turn up next where we'll see the raid. I think that's turn 33. We found a magic site. Earthblood Seepage, Earth 2. Very nice. We're going to have a very, very good Earth income. We can see man attacking Utgard. And that should be effective. What are these? Claymen? Oh no, spearmen. Okay. And we are attacking Midgard. Okay, you can see we got one. This is a van. This is the Van Jarl hopping in. Would have liked to have converted one of them. I would love to get a Van Jarl. Okay, and it looks like we have one van. Okay. My Wraithlord also fortunately died, so he reformed, and as you see, he has one affliction now instead of two. But it's the Lost Arm affliction, which means he can't use his awesome sword, so that's unfortunate. But he no longer, I think he had, what, mute or something, and now he doesn't, so he is death 3, so we can use him to revive a Grand Lemur, which we will do post-haste. We also have a console back here. And it does seem that Ryla has indeed raided. He's moved a big army in here. And I'm going to pull this guy out. I don't know if Ryla's going to attack here or not. I don't think we did much detailed coordination. Caelum also, true to his word, has also attacked. And any intel I have, I've been feeding to Caelum and to Ryla in terms of what he has. Now, I don't have a ton of intel because, well, it's Midgard and his troops are stealthy everywhere. But, like, I feed them what the battle reports are and things like that. So anyway, he had a... I told him that, you know, there's probably like 10 vans here or something like that. And sure enough, he jumps in and attacks, and it seems to be successful. But I'm going to leave them to it. I think I've beaten this army down enough that hopefully Caelum can handle it. I mean, he's had all game to prepare for this little engagement. And Midgard is not built up to fight little birds. He's built up to fight Lemuria. And so hopefully, with all that said, Caelum can kind of win this. But I don't want to help too much because I don't want Caelum to win it without some attrition, because Caelum actually is a better counter to me as a nation than Midgard. So I have to be careful. Oh, you want to talk about really high map movement? This guy has map move 27, so he can move all the way down here to this fort. I don't think this is actually the path. I think he comes up through my provinces and basically runs here, 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 and here, up the road system. But pretty crazy. Yeah, we're pulling these guys out. Our job was done. Oh, the battle report for that. We lost our Wraithlord, but we killed 4 vans, and then we retreated the others. So hopefully another one died. Yeah. It's basically what we got going on. And we're going to start preparing. We're going to do a little site searching. We're going to do a little Grand Lemur recruiting. And we're going to start preparing for a large northern war. The reason I'm pulling all my little thugs up here, like I've got my consuls coming up, my Wraithlord, all my guys coming up here. We're going to start doing some heavy raiding to get his forces to split up. And then once they're split up, we're going to hammer him really hard right here. So that is kind of the plan. Yeah. So I think how much time? We have time for one more turn. That was turn 33, I think. So I think we're going to try turn 34. Okay, we've cast Revive Grand Lemur, and we've got one. It's another death random. The death randoms are not bad. I really want the air ones. They're my favorite, especially because I've got Evocation 7 coming up. The water ones are useful. They're really all useful. The death ones are pretty damn good, though. They can, once I get Evocation 7, they can cast Cloud of Death really easily. So that's pretty nice. We found another magic site, Enchanted Well. I think that's a water 1 site. And then we have a battle in Abyssia. So Abyssia is getting sieged. And he sticks this little group out, which will probably pop Jin usage, but it doesn't look like there's any battlefield-wide spells. It's just archers and skelly spam, which are a pretty good recipe for killing heavy infantry. So yeah, that's not going to work. That was like a pure waste of... And these guys aren't really that terribly cheap. I mean, they're 12 gold, but they're a lot of resources. So I don't know about that. He probably could have used these blockers later. And then we have a battle here. where he is retaking this with some shitty guys, actually. So if I had kept my dudes here, they would have taken it. But this is the first time he's used a shitty army to retake it, so it's not really something I would expect. Okay, we got 11 Earth Gems. We've got more province income here, so we've got some permanent income in that province, which is nice. And my Pretender God is back. She has a wound, never healing wounds, which is not great, but not horrible. And with recuperation, it should eventually go away, though it does take a long time. Meanwhile, she's going to come and participate up in this war, but not yet. I'm going to wait. Really close. I'm 1 turn away from Evocation at 7. So what she can do, actually, is she can get here in 1 turn with these boots on. So we're going to have her just hang out and research, and then the next turn we're going to load her up with gems and have her come in and probably do a Wind of Death little party. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. We got a lot of dudes here, and this is so that hopefully he splits up this force and maybe pulls some people over here. And maybe we attack, I'm not sure. We're basically just trying to get him to split up. And I think that's about it. This is kind of like trench warfare for Dominions. Most games are not like this, where there's like a hard boundary and people put up troops in a heavily defensive position and you can't bust through it. So this is kind of, I've never played a game quite where this happens. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And I think that's it. We're basically setting up for a big battle up here. Where are my dudes? Okay, he's going to move in here. Let's see who else I have coming in. Okay, just him and him. And these two are probably going to start raiding up in here. Not sure totally what their path is going to be, but we'll find out. Yeah. And I think this was... I think Caelum raided this. I think this was Midgard's, and then Caelum took it with Call of the Winds. So that's it for this episode. And next episode we will see if I can break through in this island theater now that I will have Evocation 7. So you will get to see me drop Wind of Death and some other cool stuff. Next episode will be lots of fun, so tune in.